Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chad. I'm a certified financial planner here in Canada, and this video is about my top 5 reasons why you should take OAS at 65. Let's get started. So for those of you that don't know, OAS, or Old Age Security, is a Canadian government program that provides you a indexed taxable income source starting at the earliest, your 65th birthday, plus 1 month technically, all the way through to the end of your life. Just like CPP, you are allowed to delay it if you want, but with OAS, you're rewarded with 0.6% per month of delay after your 65th birthday, whereas CPP, you're rewarded a little bit better. More on that later. But unlike CPP, where I often am recommending a delay, I very rarely recommend a delay in OAS. And really, these are the 5 main reasons why. Number 1 is by far the most obvious. You need the money. OAS is based on how many years after the age of 18 you've lived within the Canadian borders. And if you are receiving the full amount, which is about $700 per month, that's a game-changing amount of money to a great number of us, myself included. I'd love an extra $700 per month. So if you need the money and you're 65, take OAS. Reason number 2 is that it is less advantageous to delay OAS when compared to CPP. CPP rewards you 0.7% per month for delaying, unlike the 0.6 with OAS. And that seems like a really small difference, and it is. But when comparing the two, CPP has a bigger impact. So if I'm ever going to recommend delaying just one, it's always going to be CPP, not OAS. Reason number 3 is that it takes pressure off of your investments. One thing that I don't make super clear on the channel when I'm talking, but I do when I'm talking to clients directly, is when I'm recommending a CPP or OAS delay, I'm not telling them to set that in stone or write it in blood or anything like that. I put an asterisk at the bottom of the recommendation to say that this is the intent. So if the tax environment changes or the market environment changes or your life changes in a significant way where taking pressure off of your investments would become critical, then do that by taking CPP or OAS. OAS, again, isn't as advantageous as CPP to delay, so it allows you to very easily take pressure off your investments by bringing that income source in. Reason number 4 is if you have access to GIS, whether you are a lower income earner in retirement, or you have a robust TFSA and you want to maybe play some games with the Canadian government, you do need to be taking OAS to be eligible for GIS or Guaranteed Income Supplement. So if that's something you want to be doing or need to be doing, taking OAS is a no-brainer. And lastly, number 5 is the psychology of it. Every time I have a client that's in between 65 and 70 and we're recommending a CPP or OAS delay to 70, every January, February when I meet with them, it's always brought up, are you still sure about this? Does it still make sense? And we revisit the environment, the tax environment, the market environment, things like that. And maybe it doesn't make sense, maybe it does. But the psychological burden of delaying 2 indexed government-backed financial programs is a big psychological burden to get over. So again, if I'm looking to recommend delaying 1, it's going to be CPP. And if it's going to be a psychological burden to delay 2, then it just doesn't make sense. And often when I combine all 5 of these on my list and look at the trade-off at the end, yes, delaying OAS can make a positive impact, but it's usually not big enough to make the psychological trade for those 5 years while you're delaying. If it's time for me to look at your financial picture and start putting you on the path to financial independence or retirement, there'll be a link in the description down below that'll come directly to me. Until next time, keep planning.